Hello everyone, this is Rick and thanks for joining. This is the second PowerPoint 2007 tutorial, and I'm going to show you how to create a real basic PowerPoint presentation and a few elements of the presentation using a template. As I mentioned in the intro to PowerPoint, there's a couple of different ways to create a new presentation. If you go to the Microsoft Office button here and click New, you could do a blank presentation, which would be right here, and that's you do everything from scratch. Or you could use templates. You'll notice here I have several recently used templates that I've been working with. And so if you go down here on the Microsoft Office Online, you can go and find lots of different templates to use. For example, let me go under Featured. And there's a couple, like a certificate of appreciation. I don't remember where I found this other one, but I used a baseball one. If you go into presentations, then you get a whole list of subheadings here, and you could go under, let's go under other and see what's there. So there's snow skiing presentations. You know, there's a whole slew of options for you to make a presentation from. So what I did here is I downloaded just a baseball one, real simple one. So I'm going to go to blank and recent, and I'm going to choose the baseball one. And this is what it'll look like when you go to Microsoft Office Online. It'll tell you a little bit about the template and show it to you, and it also has a rating. So here you can see this got 4.5 stars, and 557 people have commented on it. And what you do is just click download, and it will download. And now you have a template to use. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to make up a few things here. So I'm going to go ahead and just label this Little League Baseball, and then down here I'm going to say, well, we'll call it Fall 2010 Season, and then that'd be my title slide. Now there's a couple ways to add a new slide here. One is we could right click and say New Slide, or we could just hit Control M as in Mary, and you see it'll bring up a new slide. And you see what happens here. You just click and overwrite the template. So over here I'll say Fall Season, and I'll say sign up, just make things up here. Sign up begins August 15th. And then you'll notice there, if you move the cursor, you have the normal bullet points here. If you use the increase the list level, you'll see it'll change to a hyphen or a smaller bullet. So I'm going to go and just increase the list level by 1 level there, and I'm going to go ahead and say T-ball is 4 to 6 years old. And I'm going to say coach pitch is 7 and 8 years old. And then kid pitch, whatever it's called, is 9 and 10 years old. Okay, now if I want to make a new slide, again I can just do Control M. And you'll notice over here, so I have the same template to work with, but over here, let's assume I wanted to put in a picture of some sort. I could do lots of things here, right? You see Insert Table. Like if I click that, it'll ask me what kind of table I want to put in, so I could type in information about tryouts and what day they're on and so forth. Or I could insert a chart, I could insert Smart Art, or I could insert a picture. So I could go over here and insert a baseball picture, and I could just put it up here on the top right, and then over here I could come in and say add another text box to add some text into the mix here. Okay, and we could say tryouts, insert text box, and then we could say tryouts begin, let's say September 1st. Okay, and obviously we'd have to go back and fix that font since we're just adding. Let me go ahead and make that larger, and modify the font and so forth. The other thing, let me go ahead and make one more slide here, and you can go over to View and you can do what's called View Slide Master, and this will show you the layout. So here you've got the date automatically inserted, you have a footer, you could put in your company name or your organization, and then over here this shows you the layout of the title, and then over here this shows you the text layouts. Right, so here you could go in if you wanted to and modify the layout, and then save the slide master to modify the template. So you don't have to recreate the wheel from scratch every time. So then to get out of that, you just go back to View and say Normal. A couple quick things I want to show you is, you can delete slides, add them, or whatever. Future tutorials we're going to do things like animate slides, do more graphics, things like that. But right now I just want to show you a couple quick things. You have a couple views here. You've got a normal view, which is the slides over here with the highlighted slide here in the main window, and then you have a slide sorter show here. So if you wanted to take this one and rearrange them, you could just drag it like that. Drag it like that and bump that other one, or just go ahead and change them back. Okay, and then here, this is going to take it off of the screen capture. You're not going to see it, but you could go to slideshow and it will take it into slideshow mode, where you can scroll through and show your presentation. Okay, whether it's on a projector or you're just showing it on a computer screen. Okay, and then if you want to make things larger while you're working on a slide, you can go over here to the bottom right and choose zoom in or zoom out. Okay, so we're going to shrink it back down, and so that's all I really wanted to show you on this one, is how to do the basics, pull a template, modify it. If you're like most folks, you're going to have your company would have a template that you're probably going to be working with. But one other quick thing that I want to show you is if you're doing a new presentation, you can go to New from Existing, and then you could create a new PowerPoint presentation from an existing presentation. And so that's real convenient to do. You find one that you like and you work with it, and you can modify it a little bit here and there. That's a convenient way to work with PowerPoint. So please subscribe, and if you enjoy these, and don't forget to leave me any comments if you want to see something specific. And I'm going to come back and do a blank, create a presentation from a blank template. Take care. Thanks.